There were 3 different businesses down at the Tillamook Sporting Goods parking lot, including the Tillamook Sporting Goods, who asked me to keep an eye on their businesses because they were having some issues with break-ins, vandalism. So I'm down there every night anyway, and I figured, what the hell. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I recorded, and I did try to tell the cops what was going on, and they did not give a shit. Them youngins down there were tearing stuff up. They weren't the only ones, though. There's a few older people in town that are vandals as well. Christian Alexander is one of them, and we're about a minute 55 into this video. He had come up literally screaming that he was going to kill people. I tried to appease him with a cigarette. I tried to talk him down, but...
Oh, you're tithing! Christian, I'll fucking kill you! God damn it. I'll fucking kill you for why you're tithing.
So that right there resulted in... It says, please continue to locate time within each video for hard evidence required by the police to file an investigation. And these are all crimes. Everything on here, all of these things are crimes. They're criminal acts. And there is more. Now the hospital here in Tillamook are the ones who gave me these pieces of paper, and this is when they gave them to me. I've been trying to turn in Timothy Sadler since 2022. Lynn Lothman as well. So during a very crappy period of time, them youngins were not very good to me. Some of the ones who were supposedly adults were speaking with me. I had seen Andrew Wolnez on a bike down there flirting with a couple of the girls. I didn't know how old they were or how old he was. He looked pretty young, but he stayed a distance away from me. Now, this is one of the things that the Tillamook Police Department and Tillamook Sheriff's Department and TFCC, that's Tillamook Family Counseling Center, and CARE wanted to pretend are delusions. And then, of course, there's the megaphone thing. Here, hold on a second. I just listened to it the whole way through. So at 46:31 or so. Well, there they start with the N-word already. Of course, they're not yelling at me. Of course, I was trying to make excuses for them and talking with people in the chat over here. Templar typed, yeah, stand in line 6 feet apart, stand in doorways, don't breathe. That's right, and no cigarettes unless the lights are off and under the blankets. Them youngins are... Now, isn't that cute? So it went from being a schizophrenic drug addict who wouldn't leave me alone and was vandalizing local businesses, and I was trying to appease him. He just wouldn't follow my rules. Dude, don't do drugs next to my car. No, putting a blanket over your head doesn't make it so that it's not drugs, dude. Fucking don't do that. It's Oregon, though. Nobody gave a shit, so they did it anyway. So here's Andrew Wolnez. He had been screaming about how I'd killed a little girl in Colorado and was a pedophile and threatening to assault me and gotten up in my face already once. And by the time I was able to, get the thing out and started, it was already a minute into the situation. Antagonistic and threatening over something to do with some kids. You'll just have to ask him. Poor guy. See, talking trash. All these little druggies out here do this.
Yeah, you're fucking
Ain't no
lucky.
different.
You're fucking lucky, dude. You're fucking lucky.
I am not lucky.
I'm
stuck with people like you,
Ooh,
junkies
dude.
like you.
I'm not a junkie. I don't do drugs.
Get out of my face. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
Don't ever call me.
All right, we're going to stop that for a second, and I'm going to remind you that we have recordings from at least half a dozen people. At least half a dozen people who walked up to me while I was recording in public and just started talking to me. Most of these people are drug addicts that I told them I record all the time for my safety. I'm not trying to get any of you guys in trouble. I don't care about your drugs. What I care about is how you treat other human beings. I'm not after any of you guys. I don't like child molesters. All right, I grew up in the system. People did things with their things that they shouldn't have done. So screw all of this. Meanwhile, you've gotten to hear people who are admitted drug addicts, never seen me do drugs. Some of them, on a very rare occasion, have seen me smoke marijuana, and I do admit to that. I've never hid it. I've never tried to hide it. It sucks that you have to be on some sort of quote-unquote drug so that you can get some sort of help at some service here, but then you don't get that help. I don't want to fucking smoke pot. Are you kidding me? I like my brain cells.
Fucking drug. I don't do drugs.
Touch me. You can talk about me doing blues. I don't touch that shit.
I've seen
now
you.
back off of me. Lying
Fuck
sack
you.
shit. Do not. Back off of me. Back off.
Fuck you.
Now, did I approach him or did he approach me? I was literally there to turn in cans so that I could get something to eat. And this is something I have bitched about since I got to Oregon. It makes it fucking unsafe to have this goddamn 10 cents a fucking can bullshit where all the drug addicts are going to congregate, where people are going with their children to get some fucking food. Okay, this shit is unsafe. It is also very unsafe for disabled people. Jesus. These drug addicts will harm anybody just because they feel like it, just because they heard a rumor. Or they will make stuff up, and it is a fucking horrible experience.
Back off. You.
Back off! Fucking druggy piece of shit.
Is this what you do?
Fucking. Now, mind you, this is after multiple assaults. I mean, I don't start off yelling at people and calling them names back. But the thing is, I mean, he can see I've got a cane. I've got a phone in the other hand. I'm not trying to attack anybody. I'm not trying to assault anybody. I'm not trying to beat anybody up. I've been trying to go without a cane, but with all of the physical assaults, it's difficult to walk without a cane now. And we're going to see an assault in this video as well. Very same video. This is the very day I met him. By met him, I mean, like when he was over there flirting with that girl who Brian Wilgus says was underage. I found that out yesterday. But yeah, this is the guy who was doing it. So this is basically my second encounter with him. I didn't know how old he was before, and I was, you know, he was from a distance, but he's loud. You know, he's not quiet at all. So when he decided he was going to corner me at the can machines, which is basically what the equivalent is when you literally cannot run away, and this guy has stepped in front of you multiple times when you've tried to step towards the door at Safeway, like, yeah, he's trying to play fucking goalie with the goddamn door at the Safeway. He's trying to prevent me from being able to go and get help. Druggy piece of shit.
Oh, you're fucking.
Jesus goddamn Christ. Now you see when he goes over there, I try to make a break for the fucking door. Right there. And I'm making sure that I don't point it at people's families and their children, because there were, yes, families around. There were people with children around. There were a lot of people in a town of 5,000 here in Tillamook, while Andrew Wolnez was fucking screaming this shit at the top of his fucking lungs. Meanwhile, none of it's fucking true. None of it.
I'll head over here and wait my turn.
See, I got cans. He's still going on. And that's what was needed.
Now, of course, this is the life that I get to deal with. People wanting to be bullies, people wanting to threaten, people wanting to harass, and me having to be the gentleman. And then this guy, and he wants to come over and video me. He wrote online about a bunch of shit. How do you feel about it? Fighting out here. Ain't no fighting. I stepped away as soon as I saw somebody professional looking. I don't mind waiting over here until he's done with his turn.
Still in line for cans. Obviously, he was going to have to go into the Safeway to turn in his cans. So my original idea wasn't that great.
He's just going to keep
So I went
running
across
his
the
mouth.
street.
See, that's the point here.
Now, what's the stuff on my instructions say? On my instructions, it says to look for the time within each video. There's also a bunch of links to other videos. This is from over 2 years ago. All right, this guy's been doing this since 2023. I've been trying to turn in officers Timothy Sadler, Lynn Lothman, and David Martinez in specific since all the way back in 2022. And so obviously it's not going to go well when crimes are committed against me. They talk me in circles.
You just can't do it. So what do?
All right, so right there, if you click on that part that says at 2:35, you can hear him calling me a fucking pedophile. So, you know, I haven't called him a pedophile back. I haven't called him a murderer back. At this point, he's already done all those things. He had already claimed that I killed a little girl in Colorado. So, the way that you get to the next part, because it's weird about how it puts in the comments, and I hate this, you know, it makes it difficult. But you can also see right here at 14 minutes and 35 seconds, I mean, this dude's threatened me and tried to headbutt me already.
Make sure that we keep the guy recorded in case he tries anything again.
This is what I'm told to do, and we are in public, and he's fucking staring me down. As soon as I put the camera down, he starts running across the road.
You do not get to try to assault me. You do not get to try to assault me. You're not touching my phone. There he is. There he is.
He kept on hitting me, and then he'd hit my phone. There was actually 2 assaults during that, but my phone recorded just a series of little clips. Now, I don't want to record anything in public. I don't. But this guy, Andrew Wolnez, we're going to take a look at the date that this is made, and it was made live. It says live chat replay. Obviously, there were people that were watching it. Yeah, that's definitely, well, let's continue playing it.
That's the thing, is that people look for trouble. They look for trouble.
So he went straight to the library, and then he got on his computer, and I didn't know the guy's name. The way that I found out his name is the same way that I found out my stalker Tim Beeson's name. Tim Beeson got a hold of me with his own account for once. And as soon as he got a hold of me with his own account, instead of a fake account, or instead of calling me and telling me that he's going to do all sorts of horrible shit to the people I love, well, you see, it's right here, those cans. I'm fucking hungry. My car's not in the greatest shape, and I'm stranded in Tillamook, Oregon, and being run around in circles for over a year by this point by the police, having been terrorized by drug addicts like Christian Alexander. And, you know, if I appease these people, sometimes they won't break stuff. That's the best that I could do because the police wouldn't listen to me. The people at Tillamook Sporting Goods had asked me to try to look out for their businesses, and that was all I could do with the police not listening. And when you see that part where he's running across the road, like, I can't run away from him. I literally haven't been able to run since 2015.
Make sure that we keep the guy recorded in case he tries anything again. See what the threats? You do not get to try to assault me. You do not get to touch my phone. There he is. There he is.
All right, so we're going to go to the next video. All right, so Andrew Wolnez's third assault that day. That's on this one. And like that piece of paper told me to do, well, if I don't record it, the police pretend it didn't happen. It's a delusion, right? So if I start recording it when it first begins, like, for instance, the last video, I'm told they can't do anything because they don't know how it started. Well, he very specifically states how it started. They didn't care that there was a third assault that very day, and these were recorded live. It says streamed live on September 21st, 2023. Yeah. Now I'm going to pause for a moment to show you something. Murder in the 21st, Season 1, Episode 1, titled A Deadly Post, debuted on September 29th, 2023. The series premiere aired on A&E, focusing on the investigation into the disappearance and murder of 19-year-old Natalie Bollinger, utilizing digital forensics and social media evidence, except they didn't. They did such a horrible job. And of course, they caught the guy who did it. His name is Joseph Michael Lopez, and he's in prison. But it was aired September 29th, 2023. So here, I was very angry about him calling me a pedophile, telling people I was taking pictures of kids with their fucking willies in the bathroom and creepy shit like that. And when you get to the Safeway part, I'll show you some more of that. Now, also, after this one, I'm going to show you what it is that Nathan was saying to do.
Chimo Diddy. Now you look at the difference between him.
Yes, I was talking about Puff Daddy, more than likely. Bad joke. So, I was told to find the parts in it. This is 7 minutes and 12 seconds into it. I created a link. It's super, super, super easy, and it was public for anybody to see, but apparently the cops are incapable of looking at YouTube stuff or Facebook stuff or anything like that unless it's the Bollinger family or one of these web sleuth groups twisting something out so they can make excuses to be horrible. So what happened in between the first video and this one? Well, he had gotten a hold of me on his YouTube. Through his YouTube channel, he was typing to me, and, well, I took some screenshots like I do with all the predators, or as many predators as I can that want to harass me online, and that is what it is. You're an online predator when you're harassing people online. But there's a very big difference between harassing people online and speaking up about physical assaults, about people trying to insinuate to everyone at Safeway, people who are shopping, for Christ's sake, with their children. And this guy, who is an obvious drug addict, is treating me horribly. He's already assaulted me. He's already tried to headbutt me. He would have headbutted me if I hadn't had my camera in the way. Like, yeah, that's seriously, that's my experience with these people. And then, of course, David and Jennifer, I told them what was going on, and they told me that Andrew Wolnez was a pedophile himself. Where does he get off trying to call me a pedophile? And then David and Jennifer were, well, they're violent minded too. You know, they want to protect me. They don't want people to hurt me. I'm not going out there trying to harm people. But that doesn't matter to Andrew Wolnez. That doesn't matter in the least bit. And you're going to hear that.
You call me a fucking predator, you fucking punk? Here's this predator over here beating on my vehicle. Don't be. You call me a predator? Stop. You call me a predator. You are a predator. You call me a predator. You're being predatory towards me. Fucking 6 kids, motherfucker. I have 2 daughters. You are predatory towards me. Fuck you, motherfucker. Back off. Do not touch me. You're fucking lucky I don't fix your fucking ass. Back off. Rip you out of the fucking car and fucking back off, Chimo. Fuck you, Chimo. Back off. You call me a...
See, he didn't like it back. He's making a fist. He's getting in my vehicle. Like, this shit is not okay. This dude is a fucking psychopath. Let's pause this again. Wait, we'll let this finish out, and then I'll show you what his family had to say.
You're fucking lucky. Do not threaten. You're wanted for murder.
Did you hear that? Wanted for murder. No, I'm not. The dude who killed Natalie is Joseph Michael Lopez. Any fucking idiot can look it up. But everywhere I go, I gotta deal with fucking psychopaths like this. Going around doing exactly what Maddie Boa did. Alicia Bollinger, to this day, Alicia Bollinger could put a stop to this. She could tell people the truth. Instead of letting them make things up and harm me over it. 10 years of this. These threats and assaults started in October of 2016. Andrew Wolnez continues to break the protection order. Just does not care. There's a bunch of assaults from him, by the way.
You wanted for murder! Lying sack of shit! You fucking dumbass! Get the fuck out of here! Oh, in Colorado! Look at that! Get the fuck out of here!
Told you. Now, his friend Scott Brown decided that it was okay to fuck with me. And you got to hear also from several witnesses that, yes, one of the 2 leases is dead. Now, Mawson Vijan is another one of my predators over the Natalie Bollinger situation and the rumors that Andrew Wolnez wanted to go running around and spreading. And he thinks this is okay. And he wants to use Natalie Bollinger as his excuse to project all of his fucking problems onto other people. I'm sick of this. It wasn't okay when Alicia Bollinger did it. It wasn't okay when Maddie Boa did it. It wasn't okay when Tim Beeson did it or when Ted Bollinger did it. It has never been okay. No matter how much you want to pretend these things are delusions, this is my reality. Get your head out of your backside. You're the ones on drugs. And there's the people who want to say, oh, well, you know, the medications that I'm on, they're not the same as street drugs. No, they have the same side effects. The way that you act and interact is the same. And of course, there's the people who are alcoholics versus the person who you're going to professionally. And when you're trying to go to her professionally, she's going to do it in her own time so she can drink beer. And she's a lightweight. Meanwhile, it wasn't actually a beer. And how many of these people want to tell you after treating you horribly because they're drinking and being stupid and making assumptions and talking over you and talking to you like you're the one who's fucking mentally impaired and under the influence of something? No, I'm fucking overwhelmed with that shit. Not just alcoholics.
Dumb cunt!
And you see that? Well, people, you get to see that no matter how much hell people put me through, or how many women try to pretend they're going to help me and do some really messed up things, if I use the word cunt, then they get to pretend that I'm out to get them. That's fucking stupid. So this right here, this is a message I sent to Claire Jordan, making sure that there's evidence saved. This is from Andrew Wolnez's daughter. She typed to me, "He will never stop. That's the bad thing about Andrew. Once he's locked in, it's hard for him to stop. He did this to my little brother and his mom. His mom's also getting a restraining order against him, along with other of the moms, including mine. He called my mom after hearing about us talking and cussed her out." I typed 911 won't do anything. I knew they wouldn't do anything. Arresting somebody for improper use of 911, for turning in an assault, for turning in people threatening to kill you and your friends and your family, telling people that you're schizophrenic and delusional, to try to gaslight them and gaslight you. Sorry, let me zoom this in. It says, it does not appear Sean experiences any hallucinations or other psychosis. He does not meet the diagnostic criteria for schizophrenia. That's Marciela Estrada. That's her information, so that God and everybody can get a hold of her so that she can tell the truth. She was sort of trying, half-assed. Penny Cooper was the major imposition there. Assaults at multiple locations. Other witnesses to the situation, and of course, he just didn't want to stop. I had to speak up about these people in public because of the number of assaults, the number of times these people beat on my vehicle. We'll get to that just shortly. Alright, so when I told you that I was speaking to the right people at Safeway and a lot of different people at Safeway, and the people at Safeway were the ones telling me to do certain things that were not good ideas, and how this stuff all scares the hell out of me. I'm not trying to become an accessory to crimes. I'm trying to turn in the crimes committed against me. How does nobody understand this? Oh, we get to hear sirens in the background.
Wolnez came by and kicked my vehicle just now.
I was calling Nathan because I'm supposed to call a friend or family member. Please.
Hello. Hello. Yes, sir. Hey, Wolnez just went by and kicked my vehicle and was screaming at me and threatened to shoot me. Threatened to shoot you? Yeah. Huh.
Well, that's an appropriate response, right?
Well, I turned on my YouTube to make sure that I documented at least vocally. Okay. And that's, what's up? That's about all I'm able to do most of the time is make a recording of the actual event while it's happening, or if he does like he did today, which is kick my vehicle and scream at me. And it's documented that it happened because I make sure that I document it with a video. Okay. Well, you did the right thing committing it. You did the right thing by not, going after him or, fighting fire with fire. Yeah, he antagonizes me once in a while when he sees me looking for my camera. He starts yelling at me about my bear mace. So he does watch a video or two of mine. Okay. Well, you do have bear mace, and you will defend yourself I haven't been able to spray him with it yet, and I haven't been able to tase him with my taser either because I don't want to hurt anybody. Of course not, Sean. But he's still doing this, and I've got it documented over 3 months worth of this now. Yeah.
11 months of assaults. I had that bear mace in my pocket for some form of self-defense.
September, and it's December now. Well, I don't have the right to defend myself. That's the problem. I don't have the right to defend myself. That's what the mentally ill tag does when you don't have a friend or family member to help you turn it in. I go to the cops, I get blown off and sent around in mental health circles. I mean, it's insane. Nobody else has to jump through all these hoops when they're harmed in order to turn it in, but somehow magically I do. Somehow magically I have to spend over $60,000 in 7 years just to try to get help turning in crimes committed against me, and I'm flat broke. I am broke all the time. I don't have enough to live on doing this.
No, you don't. This is ridiculous. How it is right now. Absolutely ridiculous.
I've been trying to find somebody.
You see the name of the video. You guys can look it up. You got to see that it was in a link. You can watch the whole thing if you want to. I'm not afraid. I record for my safety and for the safety of those around me. I'm basically a mobile goddamn security camera, if you want to call it that. I mean, I don't want to have to be, but wolnez just doesn't get the point. Like I said, he's not the only one. Here's another.
Apparently there's someone yelling in my car about hiring someone to beat them up. Oh, it's Chris Stafford trying to pretend I hired someone to beat him up. 909 PCT.
You fucking little girl stalking piece of shit, motherfucker! Yeah, report me.
I told you.
The cops are gonna fucking laugh at you, you're a piece of shit!
Yep, that literally just happened. That's Chris Stafford. He's assaulted me and threatened my life on multiple occasions. Yep, I told you.
Who fucking hired somebody to fucking try to beat my ass?
Ain't nobody hired no. Stop! Stop! Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me! No, you can't! Get away from me! 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 Get away from me!
Tomo?
This is a Tillamook Library parking lot. He's trying to claim I hired somebody to beat him up. What a fucking nut job. You hearing this goddamn schizophrenic bullshit out of this piece of fucking shit? Jesus fucking Christ.
Now again, do I pretend that I don't curse? Do I pretend that I don't yell or scream? No, absolutely not. But when somebody is in immediate danger, such as situations like with Andrew Wolnez or Chris Stafford, I'm sure you've noticed that people just don't give a fuck. You just run up to somebody, call them a pedophile, and then everybody will look the other direction. That is seriously how these goddamn psychopaths operate. It's not just Andrew Wolnez. It's not just Tim Beeson. It's not just Ted Bollinger. I'm gonna start going through this and making sure that I mark what parts in the video that I showed what evidence, and that way it's easy for people to follow.